Hey, it's all about quality, not about quantity. Right? Let's get back to another round of Brewsday Tuesday with DreZ and Big Nate.
We do a little bit of both here on the Brewsday show. It is special Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store, where all these beers potentially can be found. I feel like I didn't get them too long ago, so some of these might still be there on the shelves. I'm looking forward to going out there this coming weekend and see what else Mikey's got. What are you looking at?
Don't destroy that label. That's going on the door.
You like this one? All right.
I do.
Well, this label that he's really loving is from Fat Orange Cat, which always has a bunch of fun little cat themed fun artwork. And this one's called You Had Me at Meow. And it is a sour ale with papaya.
You
like papaya?
I do.
It also has, I hope I'm pronouncing this word right, Tahitian lime. Tahitian lime.
Is it Tahitian?
Yes, that's the word that I just pronounced correctly. And Alfonso mango. So we got some mango, some lime, and papaya. And Fat Orange Cat. Oh, there I see it. As we have learned, and I have brought up before, is one of the 12% beer. So this one is brewed up there in New Haven, Connecticut, distributed by 12%, but they throw the Fat Orange Cat moniker on there. 5.7% ABV. Fat Orange Cat does a lot of good IPAs, but they also throw in a sour every now and then. So I'm looking forward to giving this one a try and seeing how it goes. I'm guessing it's going to go down pretty good.
Now, this is a very exciting round. I've got the did you say the ABV on that? I may have missed it.
5.7.
All right. Well, mine wins in that category.
Yep.
This is the Key Lime on Acid. It's a flavored Imperial Sour wit beer. Blue Mountain Barrel House series. So it comes from Blue Mountain Brewing with the part of their Barrel House series, which they give a little info about. If you don't know, it's a line of specialty beers from the Blue Mountain production brewery known as the Barrel House, which is just down the road from their original facility. Barrel House Brewery also resides in Nelson County, Virginia. And
how convenient.
Yes, very convenient.
Well, so now, when I first looked at that label and I saw that it was an Imperial Sour, the first thing I did was turn to look to see what the ABV was. And I thought I saw something that said 9.4. Didn't it?
It's a pint and 9.4% or 9.4 fluid ounces, but the ABV is 8%.
So it says pint and 9.4 fluid ounces? Because to me, that looks like a 16-ounce can.
It does.
So I'm confused. So is it 16, which is a pint plus 9.4 ounces? I'm a bit. Is it just 9? Is it smaller? No, that's the same. It's a normal like pounder can.
We're doing
compare contrast.
16 fluid ounces. This is 1 pint,
and that's
this
labeled
is a pint.
Does it say?
What is this? Like some Willy Wonka? Oh no! If you look at them, the circumference on this one is bigger. Just by a little
bigger. So that is a pint. So a pint is 16 ounces, right? Or is it a different pint? Because I know that that's also a relative term. Like the pint over in Europe is different than what we consider a pint here.
But I mean, they're in Virginia, so they can't be using some sort of.
So it should be 16 ounces. So it says a pint and
9.4. That's 1 pint, comma 9.4 fluid ounces.
So is it trying to say 9.4 ounces is a pint, or is it saying it's a pint plus 9.4, i.e. 22, which is definitely not that big?
No, no. That's got to be a label typo.
It's got to be a typo or something. Because I was good when I brought it in, I was like, what was that 9.4 I saw? And you're like, oh, that's the ounces. Okay. And then I'm like, wait a minute,
that doesn't make sense.
That's not 9-ounce can.
It doesn't add up.
That's
I gotta call somebody. 8 ABV is
either way. Yeah, you got a good ABV on that
solid.
one. Ignore the I'm assuming that's just a 12-ounce can. So or 16-ounce can. So ignore that. It should just be.
Oh, as soon as we get off the air, I'm refilling this with water and putting it in a measuring cup to determine how many ounces it actually is. It like the original, this variation on our raspberries on acid is also an imperial wit beer brewed with oats, barley malt, orange peel, and coriander, soured in the kettle with lactobacillus bacteria. And that probably answers our kettle sour question: is
So they just
where the souring happens.
where the sour. Okay, you put it in a kettle to do that, I guess. All right,
Yeah, and
like a tea kettle.
complemented with light hopping for a bigger than normal and pleasantly sour wheat ale. So
All right, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, to me, usually I would grab that one because it's the imperial. But you said you like key lime, and it's got like a key lime pie, which is close to a birthday cake on it or whatever. I don't know.
it smells like a key
I got a
lime
feeling
pie.
this one might be better though than that one. Who knows? It's probably just because I'm biased with Fat Orange Cat and 12%. And I know the sort of quality that they can put out. Is it super tart?
No,
No? Okay, that's good.
I mean it tastes like a key lime pie,
Okay, well then that's really
which
good.
is pretty wild.
But 8% beer? Wow,
this
that's
is
nice.
weird.
All right, I like that. I like that. So, okay, well, getting back to it. So this is the double birthday show. Because in just a couple days, it will be, in theory, knock on wood, a double birthday for you. So first things first. Now, I don't know if you participate in this tradition of when the birthing process happens, and I'm sure it's probably a dying tradition, but because I am a bit of a cigar guy,
Oh,
I do have a nice little birthday cigar for you. So I don't know if I'm guessing you probably don't really dabble with cigars or
I
anything.
like
but-
cigars.
all right. Well, I'm a huge
Gurkha.
fan of Gurkha. That is kind of my go-to cigar brand because they're usually fairly reasonably priced. They're quality. There's some that can be really, really good where you get them with the wax dipped in the tube where it's like a, bourbon infused or whatever sort of deal. But this is just a good all-around cigar that you can light up and puff on for a little bit and don't feel like you need to, smoke the whole thing or anything because it's nothing too fancy, but should be a good, nice birthday
No, I do.
celebratory cigar.
It's probably been year or so since I've had a cigar. So excited.
Now, I could be wrong, but you probably can't light that up in the hotel waiting or the hospital waiting room any longer.
No, that's a no go.
You can give it a try.
It's close to an exit. I actually don't know what their smoking policies are there. I know back in the day they definitely had like smokers rooms because one of the rooms at the hospital that used to be that is now like the doctor and nurse's break room.
I wonder if, because we are so far removed from smoking indoors now that I wouldn't be surprised if there aren't even no smoking signs in hospitals anymore.
There used to be a smoking section on airplanes.
Oh yeah, for
Like,
sure. Everybody used to smoke on
Recycled air.
airplanes.
Can you imagine?
But I would be interested. I don't want you to get in trouble or anything, but feel free to go ahead and light that up in the
We're gonna test it.
because it'd be just funny to see the reaction. People would just be so blown away that you did that and be like, wow, people actually think that this is okay. How quickly would it take for you to get yelled at and be told to put it out?
There was a moment in the office. Michael tried to smoke a cigar in the hospital at the birth of Pam and Jim's baby, and like a nurse and me is like, "You can't smoke in here." He's like, "You can't smoke anywhere these days."
Well, feel free to give that a shot.
Oh, we'll test them.
Okay, and then as far as that's for the other birth. This is the other kind of birthday for
Ooh.
you.
I was wondering about the wrapping paper.
You can watch on Facebook Live or YouTube,
Yeah.
but I'll try and describe what he's opening.
We'll go ahead and we'll give you some ambient noise.
This is just a little fun dilly for the
Oh
for the
hell
daddy.
yeah! This would be handy for grilling and
So this
feeding
is
babies.
so this is a nice beer belt here, and it's got a nice little Scottish plaid there to it. But essentially, you slap that around your waistband. And I think, does it hold a whole 6-pack?
It holds. And it doesn't say the quantity.
Well,
on
go
the
ahead.
front, but the picture is 6.
6. So yeah, so you
We're
can
gonna
strap
find out.
you can basically strap a 6-pack to your stomach. I don't know how practical it really is, but it should look pretty sweet.
So it's funny. They also, like, for newborns and younger babies, they have these carriers where you strap the baby to your chest. So basically, like, I could do my whole parenting experience
Well, there you go.
completely
And,
hands free.
1 or 2 of those could go to like a baby
Bottle.
bottle, and then you could have your beer bottles in some of them as well. So you can just sort of mix and match and do what you will. And I do indeed have a 6-pack in my fridge that goes with it.
Oh,
I know we're doing the sours here, but it's your go-to IPA that I have for
Oh.
you.
oh boy.
So there you go, man.
This is handy. This is fashionable.
Very
I like the
very
the tone.
practical. Very practical.
But I'm gonna have to go higher if I'm sitting down, which
Mhm,
you have to do a lot with the baby because your arms get tired.
Yeah. So
Well, thank you.
baby number 3, man. So you ready for? I mean, is it going to be just the same? Because I mean, the other 2 are still pretty young as well. So it's probably just going to be the same. Is it really? Does it switch up the routine a whole lot when it's like a newborn? I guess for a little while.
So our strategy, I mean, at this point we can talk, and we have talked a great deal. The wife and I, the strategy at the onset, it's going to be me with the other 2, because I mean that's kind of
yeah, that makes sense.
every day. A lot of the time is I'm the one getting them up ready for school and stuff, and then her complete focus is going to be on the newborn, and then we're going to see and adapt from there. But
Fair enough.
I think a lot of it at this point, like you said, is kind of old hat. I think this is the first time we've had a newborn, a child this young in our new house.
Mhm.
And I think there's going to be a lot more luxury available to us as a result of that.
Makes
what I'm hoping.
sense. Makes sense. So how does it work? Do you have like a crib in y'all's bedroom to start? Is that how that?
What
and
we
then,
did
like,
with-
and are the other 2? Do they share a bedroom?
They share a bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah. They're damn near inseparable, which is really nice, and I hope that keeps up throughout their lives. But no, it'll be a bassinet in our room. I think Evie was in the bassinet a little longer, but it's close to a year that they're like in the room with us, and then they switch to their crib and can kind of sleep unattended with blankets and pillows and stuff. So it'll be crowded, but I mean, that's really good because I still haven't painted the walls in the room that's going to be the new baby's room.
So yeah,
I
I'm
hate
trying.
painting.
I've been to your house numerous times, but I've never actually been upstairs. Is there 3 bedrooms upstairs?
3 bedrooms
Okay.
upstairs. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, I guess y'all can figure all that out.
It'll work.
And make that work.
It'll work. We've planned accordingly. It's going to be because we just took finally. Now they're in full on beds. The kids are in the room they share. Got the cribs out of there, and
Bunk
spacing
beds?
wise, it works.
They got sweet bunk
dude,
beds.
If I could convince Cindy to go along with bunk beds, we would.
Maybe they're a little
too young,
too
right
young
now
for bunk beds.
I think
yeah.
Evie would be like all aboard with being on the top bunk.
Oh man,
the
there's
problem is the middle
nothing
of the night,
sweeter
I
than a
know
bunk bed
damn
when
well
you're a kid.
I'd hear her jump out of it, acting like nothing was fine. Cindy's panicking, so yeah, bunk beds are a bit off.
Mm.
What do you want of those sweet race car beds? You remember those?
Oh man, yeah.
Like not for the kids, for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say they must make adult sized ones of those because
Oh, for sure.
surely there's a market for that.
That feels like something that would have been in like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Like I'm shocked like he didn't have a race car bed.
It was the
Cam.
was it Grandma's Boy? Didn't
That's right.
Yeah.
The hell's his name?
I don't know I can't remember the character's name, but the guy, the dude.
I know exactly the blonde hair. He's in like all of the Happy
Yeah.
Madison productions.
Oh man,
What
that's
the
gonna
hell's
drive me
his name?
crazy. But yeah, he's got a sweet bed, and he calls his parents his roommates.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to sell it like that if you're trying to pick up chicks, which I vaguely remember he was. That was a great movie.
Yeah. Now I'm even looking at him, and I was gonna say that should definitely remind me of what the dude's name is. That's gonna drive me crazy. He's a funny guy. Starts with an N or something, or one
Is
of
it Nick Swartzen?
Nick Swartzen. Thank you.
Finally got it.
That's got to be it. I'm not even gonna look it up to confirm that.
Blonde
I'm
hair.
quite certain that that's
It's Nick
correct.
Swartzen.
Yes. But yeah, he's got the race
Yeah.
car. He's got the race car bed.
And then that's got to be something that's mass produced. There are enough, I mean, people who buy ridiculous things like that it's got to exist.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it may be one of those scenarios where it's not even like the intended purpose. It's probably for people who don't progress mentally as fast as other people.
Fair enough.
But you've got the rich nerds who live alone and spend their money on that. That's my theory.
So yes, you're gonna embark on this nice little third go of having a child. So unfortunately, that means you're leaving us for a little bit. You get paternity leave, paternity leave. That's the father, and maternity is the mother.
Correct.
That makes sense.
And
Papa.
the mother, rightfully so, gets longer time off, but that's okay.
How long does she get? You're getting a week and a half. That's not too bad, right?
Yeah, I
Give or
say
take.
vacation time.
Yeah.
But the thing I'm most looking forward to, outside of the birth of our child and having a new child, is the whole situation where you're in the hospital for like 3 days and you don't have to clean things, and they also cook for you and bring you the food.
No, see, I didn't realize that. So is that including leading up to or after she gives
That's
birth?
after
Usually you're
she
there
gives
for 3
birth.
days. That's pretty standard. 3
Yeah.
days. I didn't know that at all. I would think, they send you packing.
You can leave early, but we've not done that yet, and I don't think we're doing that this time because
Nice.
3 days to like really get acclimated, and if catch up on
Idiot.
sleep and make sure everything's okay.
Hmm.
I'll take those 3 days.
So is that 3 days that you're there as well? Or you're having to go home at night?
No, I stay there.
And you're just like in the chair?
They
Or
have
did they give you a bed?
they have a fold out. So I mean,
That's not too
they're
bad.
not bad. It's gotten decent sleep in the hospital. The worst part isn't the bed; it's the staff coming in at like all hours of the night to check on everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, that's what they're there for. So I get it, but
So you're not really catching up on sleep.
it's like, leave me the hell alone. I'm sleeping.
Trying to.
That was an interesting one. I'm not going to get anyone in trouble because I don't think I've said the name of the hospital. We had Evie, our daughter, during the pandemic. So there was like a masking policy. And for me to be there, I had to have a mask.
Sleep in a
on.
mask.
Well, no, I didn't have to sleep in a mask. Their rule was like anytime we come in, just pretend like you're sleeping. So it's like the middle of the day, like I've got narcolepsy. I'm just laying down on this couch to not get anyone in trouble.
Oh, all right.
You don't really have to like be that dedicated to committing. It's like, well, I mean, I'm not like laying down on the floor. God, no.
Well, plus if you're there and you haven't even left and did you do a COVID test?
Yeah.
I would imagine. So then,
Some of those policies. I mean, and I think that was their whole thing with the like pretend like you're sleeping was like this is
it's ridiculous.
Some of these
So
policies.
so many policies were outrageous and just
you had to be tested 2 times leading up to going in and then tested again when you get there. So yeah, I was pretty sure I didn't have it.
yeah.
At least then.
Well, I was gonna say I'm glad those times are behind us, but who knows what's going on over in China now? I'm sure that'll come our way and it'll be another batch of fun. But that's a topic for a different day. We're celebrating and having a double birthday here on Brewsday Tuesday and a double round of sours. How is your key lime imperial? What's it called exactly?
Key lime on acid.
Key lime on acid going down.
Imperial sour wit beer. And man, it tastes just like key lime pie. This is delicious. There's not a lot of tartness to it. I think you're gonna really like this one, but I'm intrigued because I also think what you said might be true about you liking the Fat Orange Cat one more. The leg up this has is the higher ABV.
Yeah, I got it. Well, now that how after you've untapped that and described that, which by the way, that's how we like to rate our beers, the Untapped app. Pretty free, pretty awesome. You can friend us on there. DreZ Drinks is my handle. Big Nate Danger across from me here on the Untapped thing. So I said that before you gave me the rundown. The fact that it's not too sour, it's more on the sweet and tastes like key lime pie with an 8% ABV. I think I probably will like that one more. Now, that's not to say that this isn't bad. This is bad. It's got basically, I mean, if you're watching on the Facebook Live or the YouTube, just like the other ones, it's juice. This is practically straight up juice. You wouldn't think this tastes like beer, which is probably why it'd be right up BB's alley. I mean, you got papaya, you got the lime, you got the mango, you got the, how did I pronounce it? Tahitian.
Tahitian is the word.
An Alfonso mango. I don't know what makes it Alfonso, but
it's the name of the guy who harvested it.
I was saying, when I think of Alfonso, I think Alfonso Jones from middle school. But either way, man, I mean, this is, again, Fat Orange Cat and 12%. They're not brewing bad beers. So this is definitely something that you like if this is up your alley. Again, it's not super sour, so it's actually decent on my palate. Now, that being said, it's not amazing. It's not what I look for in beer, but still pretty drinkable, pretty good. 4.25. I'll give the Fat Orange Cat. You had me at meow, which I guess that's the other gift from me. You can throw this up on your door if you like the label enough to do so. So
I do, and I'm going to.
All right, Nate. Well, best of luck with the little one. Give Cindy our best. Hope everything goes well over the next couple days and there forward. And of course, I'm looking forward to meeting little Lemmy
That's right.
when the time comes.
Need to. Oh, good Lord! I got to make sure our Motorhead onesie is washed.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, damn.
You got time. You got time. So, all right. Well, that's a wrap on Brewsday. Nate, good luck. I guess we'll see you in a little while or whenever you do finally come around back to the station, and we'll get the rundown. So, with that being said, I guess I'm gonna have a guest host for the next week or two, and we will divulge that in the not so distant future. But it should be good.
Bye, guys.
We'll keep your seat warm. That's a wrap on Brewsday Tuesday. We'll take a quick break. We'll get back with the tunes right here on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.